What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy, and welcome to our video on the channel. Today, guys, I wanted to talk about the 20th anniversary announcement for Kingdom Hearts that's going to be happening in March of next year, 2022. That is the 20th anniversary for our beloved series. So this announcement, to me, is really shaping up to be something like crazy. I don't want to get my hopes up like too crazy but I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get there. And there's a lot of reasons for that because of a lot of the recent news that has been going on, along with slight little comments Nomura has made in interviews as well. Let's break it down first. So for starters, recently we got the announcement at the State of Play that Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be getting Yuffie DLC, which is super exciting. I didn't post my reaction to it because I'm not typically a Final Fantasy channel. I mostly prioritize Kingdom Hearts, but if you want, you can go into the live stream playlist on my playlist tab on my channel, and you can check out the unlisted live stream there. Actually, I do that with all my live streams. I leave them in a playlist on the channel, unlisted. I don't post them publicly because I don't want to fill up the channel with a bunch of live streams. But regardless though, Nomura has decided he's going to be stepping down as director for Final Fantasy VII Remake in favor of being the creative director instead. He claims this won't be a significant change for the development and that he'll basically be doing the same thing. However, despite this is a pretty major change nonetheless. Having a all new director in charge is a big deal for any game, really. Though that doesn't mean Nomura still won't have a major involvement in Final Fantasy VII, as he still will be overseeing the project from a creative sense. Nomura is working on a lot of projects right now. He's assumingly working on the War with You project that is coming up. He's been working on all the Kingdom Hearts projects he's been doing over the past couple of years with Union Cross, Dark Road, just finished 3 and Remind, and is working on new Kingdom Hearts project for the 20th anniversary, along with Final Fantasy VII Remake. This man has a lot on his plate, and he might need a break sometime soon, honestly. So this will likely alleviate at least some of the pressure on him from this game, that he can focus a little bit more into the Phase 2 project for Kingdom Hearts. On top of this, we have Union Cross and Dark Road shutting down, which we've been talking about for the past week. The Key Saga has been going on for 8 years, which is no short time for any mobile game like this. The Key Saga has been going on for close to a decade, and that is insane. Key has been going on since Kingdom Hearts 3 was initially announced. Think about that. When we first saw this Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer right here, Union Cross had just started, so that's insane. Union Cross ending this April, with Dark Road concluding this September, just finishing off all of the loose story ends with Key, or I won't say all the loose story ends, but we'll be finishing off a lot of the major plot lines of those games, which is a big deal because we've been with this type of story for so long once again. The reason for the conclusion is likely because the next phase of Kingdom Hearts will be heavily involved with the Master and the Foretellers and the Union leaders, so we need to know about their past so we can fully understand what they'll be doing in the future. This is likely a big story decision for the next saga, so everyone understands what's going on, so there aren't a bunch of missing puzzle pieces here and there between Union Cross and whatever next Kingdom Hearts game is called. Accompany these things with Kingdom Hearts being fully ported to the PC, which is a major deal in its own right because Kingdom Hearts has been absent from PC aside from emulation for the entirety of its conception. And we could potentially think about a Switch port in the future as well, since the PC port opens up the doors for that, because that is now the only console or the only major gaming device that Kingdom Hearts isn't on. It's on Xbox, it's on PC, or will be on PC at the end of this month, and it is on PlayStation. Now we just are looking at Nintendo like, hey, so what you doing? You doing good over there? No Kingdom Hearts yet? Okay. But seriously though, this is a pretty big deal, Kingdom Hearts coming to PC. Not only for the modding community potentially, but also because it makes Kingdom Hearts more accessible in general and gives people more options to consume the story the way that they want to. Not everyone always has a PlayStation or an Xbox. There's a lot of PC gamers out there, people who just prefer to play all their their games on PC because that's where most of their games are at, and this will be giving those people the opportunity to experience the Kingdom Hearts story as well, to catch up before the next big project, before Phase 2 officially gets underway. The plans for the 20th anniversary announcements and year for Kingdom Hearts must be something grand in scale if they're putting all this preparation for this. A series lasting a decade is something spectacular, but for it to be going on for 20 years is nothing short of amazing. Kingdom Hearts has been making gamers happy for 20 years, and I'm sure they want to go all out for this project to really show their appreciation for the community who has been supporting them for years. I mean, this project, Kingdom Hearts, is like Nomura's baby, so I'm sure he wants to put as much thought and effort into it as possible, and likely has a lot going on. What this announcement could be, perhaps maybe a Verum Rex game, as they implied they want to change the formula for Kingdom Hearts now, which when I think of change the formula, the first thing that comes to my mind in reference to that from the Kingdom Hearts series would probably be Yozora, because that's a pretty big formula change if we're going to be introducing like things like Yozora from past projects like Versus 13, real areas like Shibuya into Kingdom Hearts. That's a pretty big change to the formula and the aesthetic of Kingdom Hearts compared to just going to a couple original worlds and mostly Disney worlds. A more realistic approach to environments with a fantasy-like twist is going to be pretty interesting, and literally what Final Fantasy 15 and Versus 13 were originally advertised off of was being a fantasy based on reality. So I don't know, that's kind of what I see when I see Yozora, so yeah. But maybe multiple announcements are coming as well, featuring some other titles, focusing on the likes of Kairi and Aqua, or perhaps Mickey. I mean, in that Kingdom Hearts 2020 trailer that we got revealing Melody of Memory along with Dark Road, there were two other boxes in that Phase 2 little graphic they did. I believe it's very possible that these other two games, these other two projects are probably going to be what's announced next year. But maybe we're thinking too small and it's something even bigger than that. We could all speculate all day, and probably will for the next year, honestly, but perhaps it's something even more spectacular, something a little bit more unexpected. Though, whatever it is, I'm honestly just so excited, and all this news regarding Kingdom Hearts port and Union Cross ending is making me believe they want to catch people up with the story so that when the next saga starts, everyone is on the same page. A similar thing they did with Kingdom Hearts 3, a similar approach they took. Although mostly for the PlayStation platforms, we got Kingdom Hearts HD collections like crazy with Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8. And we also got little videos and other ways for us to experience all of the story so people could be caught up with the story come Kingdom Hearts 3 so they could really experience the finale with the Darkseeker saga. With this, they probably want us all to be caught up so that any references made towards the Darkseeker saga, any lore, any hidden messages from it can be understood by any fan coming into the series with Phase 2. I mean, think about it. Melody of Memory, while it is kind of a sequel to Remind in a story sense, a small sequel, most of the game is recapping what happened before, and they did that intentionally. They wanted Melody of Memory to be a game that people could start Kingdom Hearts with if they really wanted to. Rhythm game fans could start with Melody of Memory if they wanted to get into the Kingdom Hearts story. And while personally I wouldn't recommend it fully, it's not the worst idea in the world to start with Melody of Memory because you'll get a general synopsis of the story, though you'll be missing lots of context, but you'll get the picture. Honestly, I do think they're going to be announcing a couple of different things for the 20th anniversary project. I doubt it'll just be one project unless it's just one big one. Something that big would probably be like a Kingdom Hearts 4 or something, but I'm thinking more along the lines of two other side titles that are pretty major, like a Kingdom Hearts Verum Rex, or maybe a game focusing on like Kairi and Aqua or something, filling in those two boxes that we saw in that 2020 trailer, which I constantly keep referencing because it's something that is very, very important. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. What exactly do you think we're going to see in the 20th anniversary announcement? Do you guys think this announcement is going to be like as big as I'm kind of thinking? Because I really do feel like they're putting a lot of preparation towards this thing. I mean, ending Union Cross and Dark Road is a major deal. Nomura stepping down as director for 7 Remake also is crazy. And then we have Kingdom Hearts being ported to PC, and who knows what else might happen this year. It's crazy because Kingdom Hearts said they were taking a break in 2021, yet we're getting all this news early on in the year. While we're not expecting any new games or new titles this year, we might still get a lot of information as they're preparing for the future of the series, the phase 2 to the series. But again, that'll be all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you have not already, and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.